Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's No Bull Beer Reviews. Fix that a little bit. Today I have another beer from Grist Brewing Company out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This beer is called Hazedelic Juice Grenade. As you can see here, it says New England IPA. 6.7 ABV. So I've done a couple reviews of their Kaboom Candy, which is their fruited kettle sour series. I haven't done any IPA reviews for them yet. So I have had this beer before, but it's been over a year because I haven't had it since I left Pittsburgh. And even then, I don't think I had it like really recently since I left. So I'm really excited to try this. They were doing pretty good IPAs even back then, but they weren't quite up to the level of like the top guys like the NC Noman Brew Gentlemen. So I'm kind of excited to crack this open and see if they kind of made that final leap. So let's see what we got. So as you can see, it pours a pretty hazy, I'd say darker golden color with about a 1 finger's worth of, slightly less than 1 finger's worth of white head. It is sticking around. It's not dissipating very quickly, which is good. That smells nice. It's pretty juicy. Definitely like some peach character, a little bit of candied orange, and a little bit of like that woody character that I get from certain IPAs too. But it smells like really clean and like almost almost like just like a definitive, maybe not the best one in the world, but like the definitive aroma of a New England IPA. That's kind of what this makes me think of. So it's really very nice and clean. There is a little bit of that peach, like I said, some more of that candied orange. There's a slight herbal character, and then a little bit of that like woody note that I get too. It's a little on the sweet side, and it's not even that it's perceived sweetness in my opinion, because it's not even really that it's necessarily sweet, but it's just like there's really hardly any like bitterness to it at all, and that works for me if the beer's like super juicy, but this isn't quite that juicy. Where I feel like it could use like a little more bitterness, and like I said, it's really easy to drink, but it doesn't quite have like that pop to it that some of like the top tier ones have. But it is, it's really clean for the style, and it's really easy to drink. I would think a lot of people would really like this. There is a little bit of like a malty character, which I think it could do without, but it's that's just being a little nitpicky at this point. Like the more I drink it, the more I like it, because it actually has like the flavor profile of probably like some of my favorite IPAs. It's a really nice blend of like slight citrus, slight tropical, and a little bit of earthy character to it too. So it's really not necessarily leaning in any one particular direction. It's kind of a nice mishmash of all three of them. I just wish the flavor was like a little bit more pronounced. But if it got to that point, then it might be, I don't want to say too decadent, but this is like a really, really easy drinker. And not that 6.7 is strong, but like I'm not getting any alcohol out of this at all. Like this would be a beer that if someone said, what's a standard, like pretty good quality New England IPA, I think this would be a really good one to give them, because I think it brings in a lot of the qualities of the style, without going in its own direction at all. There is a little bit of like a green character to it too, like I know I said it was earthy before, but there is a little bit of almost like a dankness too. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, I don't know how much this costs now, but I'm trying to think. I think unless they drastically change their prices, I think this was $20, but they don't do 4-pack pounders. They do 6-pack pounders. So $20 for a 6-pack of these is actually, I think, a really good deal. Because that's only like $3.20, something like that. $3.8. I don't even know. It's like $3.33 a can. So I mean, that's less than $4 a can. So I definitely think this is worth it. This is a buy for me. If I could get this locally down here, I would definitely buy some of it. Next time I'm up in Pittsburgh, if they're doing a release of this, I'll definitely try to grab some if it's while I'm there. I do think I did like this beer before, but this is definitely better than it was, at least in my opinion. They have definitely dialed it in a little bit. Which the only thing I really wish that they would do can their Fire on the Hill, which was actually a more traditional West Coast IPA. But when it was like super fresh, I actually thought it was one of the best hoppy beers that like I had that I could get in Pittsburgh. So but it just doesn't hold up quite as long as these ones. So I understand why they might not do it, but. Man, when that beer is like just comes out and it's fresh, it is really, really good. But, anyways, yeah, this is a buy for me for sure. So, yeah, look out for it. If you're trading for other things in Pittsburgh or whatever, definitely ask someone to throw some of their stuff in there too, because they're doing some pretty good stuff too. So, yeah, that's all I got on this guy. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.